I'm Jeremy Allen, partner and executive manager at Gary Yeoman's Ford in Daytona Beach, Ocala, Villages, and Palm Bay. You know, I think the Velocity portfolios, ultimately it's a statement about a car. And really what it does is it allows us to gather information from the time the car was born to where it is today. A vehicle portfolio really just describes the car. It's an evidence manual of when the car was brand new to where it is today. The Velocity window stickers, that's just really an MSRP of when the car was brand new. That allows us to go back in time and really collect the data about when the car was born, and allows us to know when it was sold new, when the warranty expires. It allows us really to figure out what we need to do with the car to retail it. You know, Velocity it's really like any other tool. It just takes the time to integrate it in your software. Once you get it integrated in your software, then it's just getting the team on board. You got to get the team on board, and once you get everybody, you know, moving, understanding it. And my experience in dealerships is most dealerships don't like change, so it takes a little while to get everyone moving the same direction. But once everybody understands their importance and what their part of the job is and how fast it allows us to move cars, everybody jumps on board and really takes it personally. I think the Velocity products allow the salespeople to really speak truth, right? A lot of times salespeople don't exactly know the answer when they're questioned with something. This allows them to have the tool necessary on their phone or whether it's on a computer and go back and look at the real-time data and determine, hey, is it a one owner or has it been owned 3 times? Has it been an accident? Has it not? It allows them to know exactly what the factory features were when the car was actually sold from the manufacturer. And a lot of times when you're selling used cars, you don't have that when you're talking to a customer, but having the Velocity tool allows that. I don't think there's any secrets. It's just doing all the little things right. And for us, it's just trying to get everybody on the same page, right? Communication's important. You know, instilling confidence in the sales team, what we're trying to sell, that's important. Making sure that our cars are clean and they're frontline ready as soon as possible, that's important. Understanding price transparency and allowing the salespeople to understand the price, that's important. What warranties come with the car, it's incredibly important to allow the salespeople to speak with confidence to consumers and allow them to make a decision that's best for them. And for us, that gives us a huge competitive advantage. We are #1 in the country in certified pre-owned sales. Vehicle portfolio it's really a collection of data that tells a story about the car. And a lot of consumers, when they're buying used cars, they want to know the history. They want to know the history about it. Where did it come from? Did it come from up north in the ice? Did it come from by an ocean by the salt? You know, was it in the Midwest? What was it used for? Was it used for pulling? This allows us to really collect the data and tell a story and let the consumer feel confident and let the salesperson speak the story and allow the consumer to make a decision. Speaking to the appraisal process itself, when we appraise a car, you know, we take the time to look at the car and try to decide whether or not we're going to retail it or whether we're going to send it to auction, whether it's a good enough car to sell to our mom. And if we decide that it's not, Velocity really helps us determine whether or not it's a good car or a bad car. It helps us determine whether or not we should keep it or send it to the sale. Customization is very important. You know, not every used car is the same, not every new car is the same. But when a consumer buys a car, they usually want to make it theirs. And when they go to trade it in and we end up with a car, we don't know exactly what we got. So what we do is we take it back in the service department, figure out what's been done. Maybe it's been lifted, maybe it's been lowered. But then when we go to sell it to the consumers, we're able to take that car and actually create a portfolio and customize it and make it where it stands out and able to move that car faster online. A vehicle portfolio would include the original MSRP from the manufacturer. That really allows the consumer to know where the car started. It also includes things like the OEM manufacturer brochure from when it was original, which is super powerful, because that allows a salesperson on an internet inquiry to actually send out what the original brochure was so that the consumer knows exactly what they're getting. You know, I think some challenges that we experience and every dealer experiences is before we have vehicle portfolios is really just information. Get the information from one person to the other. A lot of times that we find that the car is sitting out on the lot and the consumer will have a question. And then we've got to stop the process and go ask a sales manager, maybe contact the person that traded the car in, figure out where the car came from. This allows us to gather all the data up front before we ever even put the car out on the lot, and then execute it and allow the consumers and the salespeople to speak intelligently about the car. Integrating the portfolios into our sales process now, it's pretty simple. From the time that we acquire the car, whether we buy it at an auction or whether we trade for the car, our guys in the back are now taking that car and they're building a portfolio on it. Okay, so now we're going to gather all the data, whether it's a one-owner car, we're gonna do the inspection, we're gonna see if it qualifies for a certified car, and they're gonna take all that data that they find and they're gonna put it in the portfolio into Velocity and allow Velocity to do its job. And the number one reason to have Velocity, in my opinion, is to sell cars faster. I think our biggest dealership gain has been us being competitive in our used car market. In Volusia County, we're the number one used car dealer in the county, and we're the number one used car certified dealer group in the country. My 3 Ford stores, they're in the top 10 almost every single month in certified cars. Daytona is usually number one. But what that does is, and the real reason behind it, is allows us to turn our inventory more times per year. Because if we're using this data, we're getting the cars out faster from recon, getting them out on the lot, and the salespeople have their information they need to sell cars, whether it's through an inquiry or a phone call or out on the lot. Ultimately, we're going to sell it faster and more often. So the challenges we had before we had the OEM window stickers is I don't even know where to start, really. Number one, I praise cars, for the last 30 years. And, you have to go out and you have to know your cars. You have to know every manufacturer from every line and know what model line comes with what. And it's a challenge. And as the years in the car business has evolved, data has evolved, and Velocity has really helped us now that we can appraise a car and have the window sticker at our hands. So we know exactly what we're bidding. We don't bid it too much or too little. We know exactly what the car has, and we can be on the money with it. I think the window stickers incorporate a lot of trust with the salesperson, sales associate, and the consumer. Ultimately, nobody likes a car salesman. I've been told that my entire life. My mom said, please don't be a car salesman. If you do, don't be like the other ones, right? So I think what she meant by that is tell the truth, right? And do what you say you're gonna do, how you're gonna do it. With Velocity and the window stickers, it really allows us to tell the truth about the car. We're not over-promising something or under-delivering something that the car isn't. And it's really allowed us to really gain trust from the consumer. And we can go back to the data. I'm a data guy, I follow the data. We always want to do exactly what we say or do, and Velocity allows us to do that. If you're a dealer experiencing some of the normal concerns and issues that we've discussed today, I highly recommend you get a hold of Velocity. Call me, heck, I'll be glad to help you. It's easy. Get in touch with them. They'll help you straighten out your recon process. They'll help you turn your inventory faster, and they'll help you sell more cars. Use the tool, man. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and it's there. Information's powerful, and this is a powerful tool.